Hey everybody, it's Serge from SN3 Gaming. This is going to be my last video of the year, and I wanted to do an Elite Dangerous video. I actually had one uploaded on YouTube a couple of weeks ago, but I really did not like the sound that was coming out of it. My voice was really bad, and there was barely any sound from the game. I think I did everything correctly this time, but we'll see once I do everything through editing. Of course, we are going through the war with the Thargoids. It's been, what, 4 weeks now? 5 weeks? I believe 5 weeks now since the war started. Since my last video I recorded, I actually changed my ship a lot. And before I go out, I wanted to show my build. Right now, I'm at Shin Enterprise at HIP 20485. I've been kind of making this my little, like, base of operations. This is where I have my stored ships, and I have a lot of my modules saved. I figured this would be a great area. I know AXI has been working on a lot of the areas here too. It's also kind of central to a couple of other maelstroms. But before we go out and fly, I wanted to show how I have my build set up. I kind of have my build set up as a jack of all trades, where I'm able to take on scouts and interceptors. I wanted that done because I wanted to, if I'm on missions, I'm pretty much able to do both. So as you can see, the first three weapons is my burst laser and the AX enhanced multi-cannons. These two cut through scouts like nothing. Like, it just takes several shots, but they go out pretty quickly. And the range is way better than the original AX multi-cannons. These are located in most of the rescue ships that are near the battle areas, so definitely consider getting those if you haven't yet. You don't need anything extra or any bonuses, so just go for it. I have a burst laser. I keep thinking about switching over to a beam laser. I see a lot of people using beam lasers. Modification for that is overcharged weapon. Just does a little more extra damage. I mean, it's not doing much damage, but at least it's hitting an enemy. So if it's if it's about to die, I'll be able to get like a credit, at least credits for it. And down here is the Guardian pre-engineered plasma chargers. These are mostly meant for the interceptors. Doing several shots on one heart can tear it down. I've been able to solo the Cyclopses against them. I mean, granted, my ship will my ship gets a little wrecked after a solo Cyclops, but they do some decent damage against it. And anything higher than in the interceptor range, I can it takes I'm gonna need some help. I did. Now, one thing is they're both fixed, so I have to, of course, use my stick to control to aim. While the Warthog flight stick isn't that great, I do miss a lot when I take on scouts, but I feel like I can probably do a little better once I get a stick with an axis twist, like the yaw style, which I'm waiting for Verpal to get my stick over. Hopefully I get that within the next few weeks. For the utility mounts, I have this shutdown field neutralizer. I feel like that's something vital for all ships. I just think that you really need one of these if you're especially if you're taking on interceptors. There have been a few times, even when I use it, I still get caught with losing my power to my ship. A Xeno scanner is an optional thing. I use it because I like to see the health of my enemies. I'm not a fan of not knowing. It kind of makes me a little more anxious. So this is more of just a me thing. I know a lot of people would rather have it for heat sinks, but I prefer the scanner itself. And of course, I have pre-engineered scanners. These are easy to gather materials for. Of course, the pre-engineered just means there's more heat sinks. So I have a total of 10 heat sinks now. Of course, it's easy to have for the interceptors to lose you if you use a heat sink. Also great to use when you have to burn off caustic damage if you choose not to go with the repair bits like I have. So these are pretty vital for any sort of battles against the Thargoids. You at least want to have 2 sets. At least try to get the pre-engineered. If not, I mean, you could still go with the standard that it comes with, but you're going to be reloading a lot. Core utilities, of course, as everything is in the top for that. I mostly, since I have the founder's location opened up, I've got all the top items. It's up to you how you want to get those. Of course, with I have thrusters. I think the most important modifications is thrusters. You want to get dirty. You want to get the dirty drives. I need to still improve those a little bit, but frame shift drive, I want. I'm not doing anything. I'm not replacing. Frame shift drive, I just get extended so I can go further. Life support, always want to get top life support, especially for me since I like losing my canopy a lot. So I need to make sure I have that emergency life support for 25 minutes. Power distributor, I go for the charged enhanced power distributor. Gives me a lot more power for everything. Seems to be working pretty well. Sensors, wide angled. I guess long range would be a good one too. Now the optional, this is the first build I've ever done with no shields, and in fact it took me a long time to like get rid of my shields. I consider my shields my those little like inflatable arm things you get when you're swimming when you're a kid. So it took me a while to take it off of that. But I did end up getting rid of them. So I went for a module reinforcement package because, again, my canopy is the first thing to always go. And, so I'm trying to save. So I got 2 module reinforcement packages, 1 for 3, 1 for 4. The rest are hull reinforcement, and the modification I went for is heavy duty. So I wanted to have as much protection as possible. I have a frame shift drive booster, which adds another 6 light years jump, which, if I want to go from one area to the maelstrom area to the other, I can do that without any issues because I don't have a fuel scoop. So I'm not, I need as much distance as I can. Advanced docking computer is kind of me just being lazy. I like to be lazy when it comes to docking and lifting off in areas that are not war torn. So I might eventually replace it with another module reinforcement package if I can find a class 1. I got to see if that is I got to remember if that is class 1 or something better. But yeah, that's just me being lazy. I can replace it at any time. Of course, I don't have any vehicles. Most of the battles that you're going to with other people, it's best not to bring a fighter with you. So you just want to avoid that, because that does cause a lot of issues in the game when you have a lot of people flying around trying to be in battles. So yeah, that's my build. And the build is more meant for, especially against interceptors, quick ins and outs. Go and attack your enemy. Get as much damage as you can, take as much damage as you can, and use everything you can before going back to a nearby base, restocking, and then repairing as well, and then going back out. That's one of the things I don't like. I don't want to bring my build to a combat zone because I don't have any of those. I have to jump to another system if I have to get repaired and healed. And restocked. So I prefer to go to bases or go to areas where there's, a nearby base. Preferably a planetary base also, because I've ran into some of the smaller stations where I've had to wait to get access, because sometimes, you know, this is a medium-sized ship, which is my crate 2. Despite calling it the Phantom Thief. But yeah, so the place I've been going to this past week at least is here, HIP 22524. Currently, it's not been suggested by AXI, Anti-Xeno Initiative, and also the group I'm in, because I am bad at messing up names. So they're all the way over here. As you can see, they're making a lot of progress, and that's cool. And you know, I might go there eventually, but it's like 200 light years away, and I think where I'm at right now has been a better location for me. I just feel like this will, yeah, just get there. There's a base nearby, and do everything I need to do at HIT 22524. There's a lot of people been there, so it's not like it's just a couple. I feel like, you know, while AXI and my group have been doing some great things and having some interesting places to go to, I think those are great. Also, 70 Tari is another one. In fact, you know what? Why don't we try that one? Let's see what that place is like. You know what? We're gonna have a little fun here. Instead of going to the place I'm used to, let's go to some place I'm not. So, all right, well, let's lift off, and I am of course not gonna make you guys watch me travel. So yeah, let's make this easy for y'all. So I will see you guys in a few seconds. All right, so we are in 70 Tari. And again, apologies for ruining words. I tend to do that a lot. It looks like, so there's a place where we're heading into night base. There is an active base that I can land if I need to get out and repair. Where is that? I saw it just a bit ago. Where did you go? GAN Horizons. So if I really need to go anywhere to get some quick repairs, I guess I can head on over there. 4,000 light years away, but light seconds. So that'll work out. I got interdicted once. Didn't get hyperdicted. So just gonna check out what night base has and try my best. Maybe I'll be able to solo an interceptor while in this video. I mean, I've been enjoying the fights a lot. It's been fun. I know there's other ways to contribute to the war front, and I might start also doing some rescue missions. But for now, like, combat's been great. I just been having a good time with it. And I don't really play open, but since the war has started, I've been out in open more. Of course. And as soon as I got in there, so submit when you get interdicted, because, and that looks like it's a that looks like it's an interceptor who intercepted me. Ow. The moment I got in there. Excuse me. Yeah, so the sooner you submit, the easier it is for your FSD to recharge. Oh, here we are. Looks like we got some. We got another player on here. So I don't know what phase. Oh wait, this has been almost. Okay, well the phase is almost over. So let's get in there and help out what we can, shall we? We do have an interceptor above, so you know what? Let's go for it. Let's join the fight, shall we? I have my plasma chargers at the sides, so I see when those are being used all the time. They look really cool. Gotta get a good... As you can see, it's still there. I don't really have as cold of a ship as I want to. I still gotta work on that. They really don't like me. Oh, and he's dead. Well, that's a nice 8 mil right there. Yeah, I think I can get my ship cooler. I just gotta figure out how to get that done. I know there's some builds that I can look up to do that, because immediately he was on me, and I don't know if it's because my DPS was too high or something. I follow MMO mentality sometimes with that, where it's like, oh, you know, he's gonna come after me because I pulled a lot of hate. Oh, obviously the other interceptors here. Let's take out a little bit of these guys while I'm there, because these guys do tend to be annoying. And I miss a lot against those guys with... Oh my god. Thargoid's on me too. Let's go. I wasn't even going after this dude. It's invisible. Oh. Well, that's not good. And of course you get some glitches where you get an invisible interceptor and you can't shoot, but he can shoot at you. So I'll just take care of some of these guys. Almost got him. This guy's available, so let's make his life a little annoying. Hit by one of those things. Almost got him there. Oh, now I got caustic damage I gotta take care of. So all I gotta do is go silent mode, beat myself up a bit, and then I don't need to pop a sometimes I don't need to pop. Oh, I did that too soon. I think I prevented one energy surge, but I didn't prevent the other one. So that's what happens. So I'm just hanging out for a while. Let's see where the... Oh, I'm being shot at. Oh, is that the invisible one? Oh, back up. Alright, let's get back in there, coach. I like to consider my style a little reckless. I like to just run in there, head charge. Probably not the best strategy, so try not to use my strategy. I mean, if you want to, go for it, but it seems to work well for me. And I've got the rebuy, so I'm not too worried about rebuy costs. And he's dead. Alright, let's take some care of these guys who are... Take care of some of these guys have been targeting me. Oh. See, the multi-cannons just work really well with, against these guys when they're functioning. Got caustic again. Sometimes you can get away with 120% before you can, where the caustic damage will burn off. Sometimes you gotta go up to like 250. That's when it gets a little, oh, how did I get it again? As you can see, I'm a magnet to caustic damage. There we go. So let's, oh, I'm out of heat sink already. How am I getting caustic every time? Alright, I need to probably get to a... There it is again. I must be like in a cloud. So, let's... No, wait, it's gone now. I think somebody took pity and repaired me. I think we are... And this is the issue I have with the lack of bases. I mean, with this kind of a location, I don't have much for there's always somebody in the platform, and I can't get in there myself. I noticed that most planetary settlements have plenty of landing spaces. thrusters are malfunctioning. I need to... Oh, it is not in a good place right now. Alright. Yep, someone's hogging the base. And I've got these Thargoids on me, and they won't stop bothering me. Now I've got missiles. Any second now would be nice. Oh, finally. Oh. Where is... Oh, there it is. Oh. And you guys are gonna see everything happening to me at once. I can land good. There we go. Right in time. 10% health to go. Well, so that's pretty much what I've been doing with Elite. Just running there, running and gunning, killing as much as I can before I have to go into repair. So yeah, that's my build, and obviously if you want to use it, go for it. Like I said, there's a ton of better builds out there that you can try. This is what I like using. I've always, you know, this is kind of like, I play a lot of DPS and MMOs, so that's how I treat this as. But all right, well, let me get out of here now, because I'm sure somebody else needs this. So I'm gonna end the video here. You guys take care, have a good new year, and I'll see you guys in 2023. Later. Bye.